15 years after the original release, the toys are back in an all-new adventure. Woody, Buzz, and friends are dropped at a seemingly harmless daycare center as their owner Andy heads to college in Disney Pixar's Toy Story 3. Now, Pat, we were pretty young when the first Toy Story came out. I believe I was like 11 or 12, and it blew my mind, not only because of the computer animation, but also the story was great. And then a few years after that came Toy Story 2. Now, we're just a little bit older, so how does watching this third installment as an adult compare to watching the two previous films as a kid?
An adult? Yeesh. Well, issues with aging aside, I loved it. I think I'm finally in that place where I understand what people mean when they say a Pixar film is built for both kids and parents.
New toys!
Buzz Lightyear, at your service.
Welcome to Sunnyside, folks. You'll find being donated was the best thing that ever happened to you.
For longtime fans like me, the nostalgia meter is through the roof for the entire movie. I was brought right back into the Toy Story universe. It was like I never left. Nostalgia aside, though, one of my favorite things about Toy Story 3 is their addition of new characters. Michael Keaton as Ken, he almost steals the show. Something Pixar is great at is making the audience care about who and what they're watching.
Right on, man. I think they perfected the turn on a dime sequence where you go from laughing to looking for a hug. And unlike films such as Ice Age or the Shrek films, every frame of a Toy Story film is meant to just keep the plot going. There's a lot of action and little jokes, and if it wasn't in Pixar's hands, the movie might get derailed.
Hello?
You and your friends ain't ever getting out of here.
And what's important now is we stay together.
They'll never make it!
Absolutely worth the price of admission, and make sure you see this movie in a theater full of kids like we did. When they were laughing, I was laughing, they were crying, we were crying, and when the credits started to roll, none of us wanted to leave the theater.
That's exactly right, Pat. I wasn't in any hurry to get home. It was great to watch this with a bunch of kids and a bunch of adults in a crowded theater, and it doesn't matter how old you are, Toy Story 3 has something for everybody. It's definitely worth the price of admission.